So what happened when I was 13, and that's just when puberty so my merry way, and into high school, I was in day school. They also don't encourage you to take your children to boarding school, obviously, because you go to boarding school, then where are you going to go for those meetings and do all that, right? Yeah, and the usual angst of teenagehood, the boys. So you get into a lot of trouble. Somebody sees you at the stage waiting for that public transport, or as we say in Swahili, matatu, which is a public bus, and they come and report. And my hometown was not a big town, so Faraja was seen. Faraja was, then you have to start explaining yourself, what were you doing there? So you're just being policed all the time. And also it creates a lot of culture of secrecy, because all of a sudden your parents are these people that are unapproachable. My nanga, my father, somebody who before I could feel free to talk to anything, and now in these critical years of my life when I'm evolving, I could not, because the first thing that will happen is the Bible will be opened, and I'll be asked, what does the Bible say? So my trouble in teenagers there, which now that I'm an adult, I'm like, that was just normal. But it was not normal in the religion, because you're expected to behave in a certain way. And there are consequences when you don't. I remember the cracks. When I say cracks, I mean me stepping back and looking at the religion at some point and being like, is this where I really want to be? I want to be my true, authentic self. I don't want to live a hidden life that, you want to do things but you can't because somebody's going to see you, or, the guilt's going to eat away at you because you're not living up to the...
I like you too, my friend. You need to get from Mukond.
Probably 3 or 4 years older than me, and we were very, very close. I'd actually seen her at her place of work. So
how do you like me? Did I say I like you?
Maybe I'll just take you back to the disfellowshipping term that I'm using. So
because my friend.
So my friend, because for example, I was baptized in the religion, and if you decide to leave, meaning you can tell them, I no longer want to be a Jehovah's Witness, or if you misbehave so badly that they have no option but to kick you out, essentially, they disfellowship. Is you shunned. So the people that you've grown up with, but they encourage you to only hang out with people in the religion. They no longer speak to you. You can share meal with them. They will pass you on the road like a stranger, including family members. So this is a cousin of mine when I was in the third year of uni, and I still used to talk to her even though I was in the religion. I still used to hang out with her. She was vibrant, she was so beautiful, and she had had a hard life, meaning she wasn't raised by her own parents. So, the children who relatives raise. Yeah. So, yeah, she eventually became a witness because some of our relatives are. And she was disfellowshipped eventually. And unfortunately, in that whole she decided to leave the world on her own terms. And I remember getting that news, and I was so mad. I was so angry. I remember shouting at my parents and telling them, you guys did this to her. You knew this person was alone in the world. Then you had to go ahead and shun her so she can feel like she's alone in this world. And I was so angry, and I was like, what is this? Last I checked, God is love. Last I checked, Jesus showed love even to harlots and tax collectors. But all of a sudden, she was not good enough, And I remember going back to school after this happened, after the funeral. I think think I only cried tears that first day when I had, even if I was more angry than sad. I think after that incident, I was just like, I do not think I want part of people who call themselves Christians. But this brand of Christianity is not for me. And a year later, I approached the congregation. So I was done after a year. I finished my last year of school. I came back home and I had the conversation with my father, and I told him I don't want to be this religion. I don't believe in your ideals. And I'm going to have the conversation and I'm going to officially leave. Essentially, like resign. So I did that. I had a sitting with the 3 elders who tried to convince me why I shouldn't leave. Tried to remind me that, they were in the last days, the end is coming. Don't do this. Stay. But I was determined to leave, and I did. And for the next about 9 years.
What are you doing? Where are you?
I had a normal relationship with my
I'm home.
So my relationship with my dad,
And
I still used to go.
I am
Actually, I moved back home even after uni. I started my first.
so you see these sets? These are give me broom mode. What is broom mode?
Then I relocated to my hometown.
What is broom mode?
I woke up to a long message from my stepmother.
Don't you remember me? I do remember you. Hi, Amy. Who is that?
They have been
My sweetheart, my friend, my partner. So you see those sets? Those are our business. We're going to be selling those type of
relatives specifically or this fellowship
completes.
people, not
Mohammed,
associate with them because
is it you who changed the name?
There's no motivation for them to come back.
So guys, tell me, let this out of 10. This sets.
For me,
This is our stock.
those friends don't want to talk to me. It's okay. I was fine with that. But it stung more when now it became
Me Henri Mohammed.
my own family.
So why didn't you change your name? And where have you been? Poor, give me broom moderator.
But
Why? Why should I give you broom moderator?
gradually.
You make me happy.
When I say gradually,
Thank you.
I haven't seen my stepmother
So,
since
yeah.
December 2017. I haven't spoken to her on the phone.
Yes, you made me happy. Guys, you see this whole set, we are just trying to align them so that I have a channel friend.
So he saw me in
Okay.
2018, but
So
we met outside
you
the
will
house.
wash or
I went to my hometown.
I will not wash them.
I could not go into
They will buy them and they will wash them themselves. You have WhatsApp number. I do have WhatsApp number. What am I missing? You're not missing anything. Why?
Even when it was time for me to get married, he refused to meet my
Okay, wait.
husband to be my fiancé.
Is it Emmy? My
We
classmate?
don't have a relationship right now because of the religion. So I went about my way. I began to understand that this is not in my control. And if we're only going to have a relationship, if I am a Jehovah's Witness, meaning I have to go back into that religion, then I'm fine. Like,
She's my
it's okay.
partner, business partner. We're doing this. We're doing
Because of what I know now,
business together.
I went in as
So Mohammed, you see our business? If you have a girlfriend, then you can buy her, well, as a gift.
I have all the right to make
Who
that
are?
decision as an adult and to
Hi.
say I'm not going back to the religion, even if this is forced. Because any relationship that is pegged on such conditions is not.
I'm kidding. I'm Indian. I'm in India.
Because I feel like it's
Okay, that's great.
yeah, it's in bad taste. What is the foundation then? If
Kuki kufotorera hano
it's in a
wari
religion
kufotorera
that
hano tukareba
isolates you, for me it gives cult vibes. To be honest,
ese ukubita
the
wenyine
scales
ufotora
fell off my
ukahasanga
eyes as a young adult. And what makes it more worrying for me is
aho
that
ikibazo urahagera
look at why
byose
it's
urajyamo
happened to an intellectual. I was about to ask the same thing. You say your papa is an academic. Maybe you can describe that a little bit more. Why do you think for him
uri kuvuga ngo kuba
a message, I'll call the religion a message that really spoke to him? Because he was not Jehovah's Witness before. Not to say that those who are in Jehovah's Witness
bamufika anatuma iyo jire igira ibyimba
for somebody who
wasa
I think
nk'umuriro
it's different if you're
ugakugaruka
born into a
akagozi
religion because the conditioning is done
Sibyo.
very early. But for somebody who was non-Jehovah's Witness and is somebody who allowed his daughter
oya
to speak
kugeza gutya
freely,
kugira ngo
you know, I had the same experience as a child in school. I was the noisemaker, I was this, I was that, your child. But my mom was always, you're hearing what the teachers are saying, you need to change. And I'm like, what am I changing to? You know, but he had your back. So there seems to be a free thinker there, a liberal in there, which does not really align with the religion, with this religion, which is very, very much, you need to follow the rules, not ask
Okay.
questions. It's the end, very fear-based, you know. What do you think that's about?
You're not serious about meeting.
Smiling. I think
Why? I'm serious about meeting.
to that religion,
Kiss you, my
I
friend.
saw this from them.
Kiss? Are you not
There's a certain love
very quick?
into that religion, right? When I say love bombing is if you walked into a kingdom hall today as a first time visitor, the kind of love you would receive.
ubuzima kireka bikagaragara neza nkareba ukuntu imeze
I don't think other churches even do that, to be honest. Because I have been to other churches and sometimes I'm like, where is the love? Because you're even taught how to receive people and make them feel so welcome. You know, it's not that there's tea at the
bakubundi
tent
iyo ushatse
you know,
wanayishyiramo imbere ishaka ukayihisha kuko
they will
iyo
embrace you.
uyazanagarira nayisumba
And I
Bavuga
always don't
ukayishyira
think
imbere
kids come
y'ishaka.
from a bad place. They usually love you, right? And they want to save you. Because that's what they believe.
Yes.
Exactly. They have a right to believe, but then of course it makes sense where they'd be so, there's such a huge welcome. And if you're somebody who has not had a sense of belonging, that is a very, very powerful, and I'm using this in big quotes, tactic. Absolutely. Very powerful. Yes. So if I went on a Sunday and nobody has ever received me like that in my life, I want to go for that fix. I'll be like, this must be something that they are doing here that has made them be this way, right? Because this is Christ-like behavior. It's Christ-like behavior. Yes, leading with love.
ntabwo twazifotora tukaguye ikazirangiza neza
Churches, you will not. People are quite standoffish. I've been there. People are quite standoffish. That's not the case if you go to Kingdom, right? So I think
kandi
the
warashye
religion finds you in your space of vulnerability. If you ask me,
bikabiguma nyine kuko
maybe
utabishaka
he was
kuko
seeking
kuko
something,
byanga
but that
ntiyanga
was missing in his life, some sort of north star, and that made sense to him at the time. I also
Tell
saw
mommy
fear,
to move them
he
closer
still
to the
rationalized it.
window
I was like, no,
for natural
despite
light.
what the religion said, right? And I
Namukuguha
think there
inama
were consequences
ukamutuka.
on his part. Maybe you don't go up in leadership, you don't get responsibilities because your children are in university, you know.
You will
Things
take
of
a
that nature.
picture one
And
by
now over the
one.
years,
Good
I
evening,
think
Monica.
he doesn't
Hey,
listen.
Monica.
Maybe
How are
he
you
realized
doing?
he has adults in the house who can do whatever they
How
want
is
to do.
everything, Monica?
Yeah,
Nice
whatever he
to
wants to do as well.
nice to see you today.
Absolutely, it's fine. But then now it has put us in a space where he has no relationship with my children.
So we just want to take the first picture, then we'll take
Never
one
met
by
my
one.
husband, met my husband.
Yes,
So I have found a way of just navigating life without that.
I'm good. How are you? I'm good, sweetheart.
Yeah. It's been hard. It's been difficult to.
Been days. Nice to see you.
I can't just wake up
Who
and
is
say,
with you? She's my best friend, my partner. So Monica, you know what? I'm starting the business where we selling the completes. So look at it. These are the one among of our stock. So see them and tell me how you can let them. She didn't like me calling her mommy, my bad. Yeah, she didn't like it. But I hope you're not just offended. That it is. So Monica, tell me, how is it? Like, do you see them?
For the rest of my life, it's fine because I refuse to be put in a corner.
Yes. Those are type of our sites we're going to be selling. Also, we want to take pictures one by one. So we put on our page. Monica, the blue color top is my favorite one. Period. You got the nice test. Okay, thank you. Selma, Selma, hi.
I'm really convicted.
How are you?
God is love, and that is what love looks like.
And so
You're running.
you kind of explained the restrictions within the religion in general, but why for you, Faraja, was your, I mean, yes, you mentioned your cousin, but like, why was your conviction so strong and you were able to get out and be
ubona ko
alone
izi zindi ziri
for so
kugenda
long?
neza
You know, it's not easy.
ubwiza bw'umwenda
I know. I've also done more research. When I say that, I mean,
no kugenda uhinduranya
I got into religion as a child. I asked myself, why can't I have the opportunity? Actually, it's my right.
Was there an incident? Sorry to interrupt you, but was there an incident like maybe you couldn't go for a friend's birthday and you always did? Or was there just something that maybe it was not the final nail, but it was the turning point?
Yeah.
and
Well, I'm just a girl.
ariko ubwo twakira
And I was a boy.
cyane n'ubundi ariko urabona ko yari bimeze neza iyi ngiyi ntabwo ariyo ndi kuvuga
I wanted to
imwe
be in a
kuvuga nyine
relationship.
ndabyumva yindi yawe yindi imeze
And
n'ubundi yari imeze ityo
I wanted to live my best life. How can you tell me that I can't be with somebody because they're not in this religion? And you know, so now we have to hide, and then I'm thinking,
You and I got your friend. Thank you so much, Monica. So we're just busy. If I don't talk to you, sorry, maybe we can talk later, sweetheart. Thank you for passing by, okay? You know I love you.
With you, there are 3 men, and you have to describe the things you've done. Yes.
Sorry?
Yes.
ariko igiye ukuntu
You
byumva
have to describe the things you've
twafotoza
done
ifoto imwe imwe
and
tukabwira AI ikazishyira kuri semu
essentially confess and see what the repercussions will be.
tutigoye
I forget the term that they use. Sometimes, like if you're in the religion and you know something has happened, you've self-reported or you were seen and it was reported and they confront you and expect you to say
niyo
it
yabishyira ku
then
murongo kurusha uko twe twabikora
you could get some
bigasa
in
neza
school I think reproved, that was the word. You get some reprisal where you're not allowed to comment in meetings. You know, you have these books that you read in those meetings and then you know you raise your hands and you answer a question. Maybe you're told for a season you're not able to do that. And then now ultimately, if you continue with that same behavior, then you disfellowship.
Yes, Samantha, Caron, good day. Bye bye, Culture Preto.
Silence.
Bye, sweetheart. Bless you. Wish me luck. Wish us luck on our business because we're going to start
I had no idea because we grew up
Monday.
neighbors, like I said.
So wish us luck.
I remember them not having a TV in their house, which was weird. So they would always come and play video
Good
games
luck.
and one
Wish us a good luck.
Supersonic,
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. And I used to be like, Akina Nani don't have that. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, I remember they used to wear suits to go to church, which was different from us. But you as a child, you're so accepting of everything, you don't question. at a certain point, oh my gosh, it makes sense now. It's just coming to me. It was 2 boys, 1 girl, and we all played together. But I remember the girl all of a sudden in high school, we're not hanging out.
Yeah.
Okay, good
And I just
luck,
thought,
best
you know
of
what?
luck,
Like, people
all
will
the
come to
best.
me, this is your
You
story.
both will
I know,
lock in.
Banaja, but like, please, I'm also just having a bit of a.
I mean,
Come to Jesus
I thank you so much,
moment.
sweetheart. So
I'm just
yeah,
like, what happened to?
let's
Maybe
just
this is
call
what
on
happened.
with
So what
it.
happened to
Okay,
it?
Martha,
So
see
we
you
used
later.
all
Congrats
play,
to start your
and then
business.
all of a sudden,
Thank you,
she
Mohammed.
house
You're
to
welcome.
So I
And
think it kind of makes sense
yeah,
now.
bye. See you
Even
later.
one of the
You're so
yeah,
beautiful
one of
always.
the brothers completely rebelled.
That's so sweet of you.
So we just
Thank
hear
you.
stories of him, but now it makes sense because of what you're explaining. Have you tried to have a sit down with your dad beyond just the he didn't say anything and the communication stopped? Especially because you say there was such a close bond there.
Not really, but I have extended the branch. I've not closed off my door. Now, I took my fiance to my hometown and we had agreed, and I told him, we're coming on such and such a date, please let me know. I already knew that we're not going to meet in his house. I was like, we'll be in the area, we're actually going to get a hotel next to your house, and let me know what time is good for you. And the night before the meeting, he writes me a long message, essentially saying he's not going to meet me and he doesn't approve of my life choices. And he's not coming, essentially. So I think that event for me was just like, I feel like I'd had it. I was like, I sent him a long message back. And that day I did not speak to him like my father. I spoke to him like,
I'm not trying my methods if you
Yeah.
don't like it. It's so
and
cool.
essentially told him
Actually, we told you. I thought you.
by this religion of
We just had to
the
take picture
skills
of
and
all of the
he was
colors
so
and said
judgmental
we
in how you
want,
speak to me.
and they will picture the one by one.
And last I checked, your life is not perfect. It's anything but. And instead of seeing that I've honored you, even when you're
So
not
I'll
looking
try
to
to use second
by
time.
bringing this guy here, and you still choose not to meet him,
But for the picture, you can't just.
fine. Basically, I told him,
You can't.
"The best to you and your family."
There will be no camera shake
So
for
from
the
that
picture.
time,
But video, yes, but I don't think so.
At the time that this, paint the picture. This is the girl that this guy has brought home. You're likely never gonna see the people who raised me. Yeah, and this is what happened when we went to the hometown. He refused to meet us, and fortunately for me, I got the most amazing chosen parent. Don't worry, we'll support you all the way. Whatever you guys want, this is your home. So that is what has helped me actually navigate the years, because finally watoto wangu wako na ushago. Meaning they have a home to go to, they have grandparents, they can go to their grandparents' home. And I feel at home I can tell them anything. They have really embraced me. My sisters-in-laws have really embraced me. And I also began to really forge a new relationship with my biological mother.
In fact, that was my next question, because it's quite hard for this what you've gone through, because it's like a double abandonment. There was an abandonment that I'm not saying that this was intentional, but this is the sense, the feel, you feel the abandonment, which is why you said you probably had ulcers and a bit of anxiety growing up because there was an abandonment wound there. And then you choose yourself and end up losing your father, who is somebody who you latched onto, and there's a second abandonment there. So have you reconciled with mom? Have you guys filled in this gap that was left after she decided to leave the marriage for whatever reason?
Yes, we have.
Oh, you guys got our website? Yes, we do. Our website is Uzaki fashion on our Instagram and TikTok. Please go and follow us to see the results of these things, and you see our sets, okay? And thank you so much. Please do and follow us. Let me just put our, let me pin this.
And my people at this end. And yeah, so I don't feel like I'm alone in the world. I think for a long time I felt I was not enough. Like I don't have a family. Like I can't go to my hometown. I'm in this big new city. I'm working. I have like where is my ground? Yeah. And then my bio mom being far away, not in the country. But yeah, we have forged a good relationship. We talk almost every day. And it's been a beautiful journey of learning who this person is. And also, I did grow up with a narrative that your mother left you, you know? So finally,
Uzaki fashion ibiri mu Capital.
she came, she's around this country, and for the first time, I asked her, why did you leave? I think
Kugira ngo
before I
turiyonike.
left, because I had, you know, my hero dad.
Princess, you should type it so you don't get more exposure to customers.
And I see his failings and his successes.
Yes, that's why I just put it here. I hope it's clear. Right? Please follow our page. Right?
Big house. And be like,
Fashion.
I can do the same. Because finally able to
Our page, Uzaki Fashion. I'm talking about your website. Yes, I got your point. It's in there. I think that there it's clear, right? Uzaki Fashion.
I was not even disappointed when I got that information.
Princess, hey Princess.
My father was
Hi, how are you?
I almost had to less that. He's no longer this superhuman kind of person. So now I was able to receive, and I feel like now I have both sides of the coin. I understand both of them better. I give grace. And I'm forging ahead with the people around me. How has this shaped me? I'm hyper independent because of that disappointment in the failure of that relationship made me feel like I cannot rely on people in the long term. Like something's gonna happen and this is gonna fail, essentially. So I might as well be fine and content doing things myself, having control of my own destiny, right? So I've had to deal with that. And I would say even specifically about it, even
I'm talking about your
expectations of
website.
what I feel my husband, for example, should do. I think there's always a playbook at the back of my mind in terms of my father and how I saw him act. But at the same time, feeling like I still need to have a plan for myself, a foolproof plan that regardless, I will survive. So it's a mixed bag. Yeah, you're protecting yourself through like independence, but also expecting, I think, quite high expectations of people, and I'd say me specifically than my husband because he's a man in my life, right? But then I think I've also come around to giving grace. Stop looking at my father as that's a fallacy. He broke my heart. We're still here, we're still making decisions every day. I still need to be a parent to my children. That is not yeah. And I've also learned to appreciate myself. I am enough. I don't need that outside validation to prove myself worthy of being somebody's wife. I also recognize the people who are staying in my life. I have friends that I've had since day one coming as date, you know. People who have come to my little wedding. They're the ones who filled my side when my father and his family didn't there. You know. People who I can call. I have a sister who can do anything for me. My younger sibling. Yeah, same dad, same mom, my biological sister. I have cousins who my children love. Sometimes I think even more than me. They forget I'm around when they're around. So those are the gems in my life. I have in-laws who proudly say they will choose my side. They will choose my side and not my husband's. Whatever you did, I'm on her side, you know. So I am blessed. I truly am blessed. And not acknowledging that is doing them a disservice. Yeah.
You know, there's this podcast I listen to. If anyone is interested and not freaked out by this kind of stuff, listen to an interview that Oprah did with a man called Ainsley McLeod. Ainsley McLeod or McLeod. He says that before we come to this lifetime, the lifetime you're in, you choose your soul with God. You choose, because you're given free will, your soul has a soul's purpose. You know, that's why people have different gifts, different interests. You might be completely obsessed with baking, and I cannot be bothered to just, other than to eat the cake, but I love numbers, you know? And that's why we have a soul's purpose. And the way life is designed is that
you rejected the mommy so fast I started questioning my entire vocabulary.
Independence is, and that's what you want for this lifetime, for your soul.
It happens
in environments and under circumstances that are the contrary to that, so that you can learn what your soul's purpose is. If your soul's purpose was to figure out what true love really feels like, or what it means, not from a romantic sense, but from the true essence of love, then you're put and set up in environments that are far from it. If your soul's purpose is freedom, you find yourself in imprisonment. Actually, the episode was not Ainsley McLeod. It's a YouTube video I listened to like maybe 10 years ago by a woman called Teal Swan, and the title of that YouTube video, I'm saying this for people who are listening, is, and excuse the cussing, but it says fuck the law of attraction. And it doesn't fuck the law of attraction, it actually explains it, but she says fuck the law of attraction because the video explains, that's like a clickbait. So that's what your story is reminding me of. We find ourselves in circumstances that we have no control over. You have children who lose everything. You have children who find themselves in situations where they're sexually assaulted. You have children who find themselves in situations where there's a lot of fighting and anger and abuse at home, and you're like, why? And it made me just realize a lot of the problems, our biggest core problems that we see in our lives that are recurring things, our purpose could be there. That's why you have people who come out of really bad circumstances and they become advocates for the same and end up changing a lot of people's lives. Which is why it's important to understand what your calling is and really change perspectives on how we look at problems or issues. If we look at the negative, we continue to feel the negative of it, and the lesson keeps coming back until it's learned. If you don't learn it, you lose that chance in this lifetime. That's what Teal Swan and also that Ainsley McLeod had kind of tried to explain. You can listen to both episodes. And so even when we started the podcast and you said, when I talk about perspective, I was like, I wish I did more on stage, but you were like, that was a strong start. Perspective is everything. And I think that's what I get away from this story, Faraja. I think it's very powerful childhood and how you've been able to gain this sense of independence, even though it has not been an easy ride. What do you have to say to that?
Absolutely. I think I came to the realization that other than Jesus, no one else is coming to save you. Like, you could sit in your victimhood and say, why me?
izo ihinduka iyo ugiye setting
I have triggers.
auto na approach rate na
Some of my
approach rate
triggers
iyo
include
bifite
when I see
ubuzima
parents lose their children through death, especially young children. When I say I mean millennial, Gen Z, like, you know, somebody who's just starting off their life, or, you know, premature death essentially. And I see how these parents mourn their children. It's a trigger for me because I'm like, there are people sitting somewhere there because of a religion, and they're refusing to embrace their families because someone somewhere said no.
Jiza yishyiraho ukuntu
Oh, we're going
Niba
to
ari
school
auto nyine
events and I
yishyiraho
see grandparents coming
muri auto
cheering on their
yishyiraho
grandchildren,
ibidetecting umurimo hari
and I would just be like, oh my god, you know, it really can sting. But I also have in-laws who come. I also have cousins who come. My mom was able to come
You come
this
right
time when the children closed school, so she was around. And but that is a
Nikon
gift
this
as well.
3000
I will always celebrate the ones
This
who do.
3000.
So for me, I've managed to navigate this a lot through talk therapy, just to understand. I think you spoke very profoundly about the abandonment. So yes, it did happen for me early in childhood
Bitatu.
and then again in adulthood. So it's like they switch sides. Yeah.
Anasikia bitanu magana tatu.
I also am into hiking, walking, dance, fitness. I love wellness. I love to see people thrive, especially in the workplace. So that gives me joy, as well as obviously my children, my family. I get a lot of. I derive so much joy from giving and seeing the world through their eyes. Yeah, so my chosen family has really supported me, and I don't feel alone in the world. So number one, I do feel I'm enough. Number two, I have people around me who care very deeply about me. And also, recently I have began to build this relationship with God because I have trauma from religion, and I'm very skeptical when I go to church because I'm like, what is the hidden agenda here? I think I even gravitate towards more like traditional religion, you know,
What we had before.
the Catholic, you know, like
Okay. The
very
mainstream.
exactly,
I see.
and not this new age anything, you know, because I'm just like, I just want a place where I can congregate and praise, and I want to be in a space that gives back to the community because for me that is a very important thing. You can't just be talking there and there's real problems in your community and you're doing nothing about it. So how you can do service to others, that is very important to me. And in my journey of trying to discover what is my future going to look like when it comes to my relationship with God, because I still do believe in communing together. I think there's some benefit.
I don't think
Coming
she
together,
is
like-minded individuals
ignoring
worship God. So
my. I don't think she's ignoring me. I think both of us has her
and there's a
attention.
specific verse along which that has
Ask her if she accepts a compliment because comment killer aren't working.
And it says, though my father and mother forsake me,
Which compliment is that?
receive me. So I have a heavenly Father who, in whatever season, in whatever, he doesn't see me as a sinner. He doesn't judge me. He will
So
correct
who
me,
knows
he
about
doesn't have a shoe.
The camera is getting more eye contact than the rival screen. Yes, it's the moment for it.
But at the end of the day, that is my true father. Yeah? One who is perfect. And I can lean on him regardless of what happens in this life. Yeah, so that's the space I'm in.
Hey, I know your grandpa, he worked on my family
My children have begun to ask
cotton
me.
field. Okay, so what should I do with those news?
Because right now, my brother's yeah, so that's been interesting. Just show me pictures and told them. And then they quickly forget and move on to something. But I know those questions are coming. And yeah, I just have to see how I will navigate when that time comes.
So tell me, is Honey still here? Because I want
your father, stepmother, and brother happen to hear this podcast, what message would you like to leave for them? I think the focus would be Nanga here, but what would you like them to know?
Yeah. I will always love you. I honor everything you have done for me, the sacrifices, the guidance, the moments we've shared, and I genuinely wish you good health and a long fulfilling life. I see you as human, just as I am, with all the complexities and choices that come with being human. I hope that one day we might be reunited, that there will be a space for us to connect again. But I've also made peace with the possibility that it may never happen in this lifetime. Even so, my door is always open. I'm ready when you are. I hold no anger or expectation, only love and hope. Yeah, nothing else I've come to realize in this life, and I think I've told people around me, life is brutal. Things that you didn't see coming will be on your doorstep. But you have to honor those experiences and rise to the occasion. For yourself and for the people who depend on you. And so that has been my mantra, that I don't go about life expecting that it will be easy. But how do I step up? How do I grow from this? How do I become a better person from this? And how do I model that for my children? So ultimately, I do have a good life. I choose not to look at life through the lenses of abandonment, of disappointment, but through hope, through joy, and through the eyes of my children. Yeah, because I don't want them to be skeptical or to move through life thinking that things will never be better. I'm excited about my future. I'm excited to see there's so much more that I want to do in this life. And I'm going to do life through the people who choose me like I choose them. Yeah. So for anyone out there who is grieving their family or a parent, you've got no contact with your parent for reasons that only you know, you are not alone. Find your people, find your tribe. They don't have to be related to you for you to include them in your journey. Find your tribe and run with it. Because every day, we're not getting any younger. You cannot put your life on hold waiting for someone to change their mind. No. You have to forge ahead. And you have to be bold and make those choices. And life is good. It is good, even with disappointments. Yeah. So that's what I've learned, and I try and remember that every day. So yeah, you're not alone. There's many of us, and I would urge witnesses who have been disfellowshipped.
So she's so fast. I feel like I need to support,
Urge them.
to submit a support ticket,
Don't let anyone
just to say hello.
twist your arm into going into a religion that you do not believe in anymore. You can grow up in the religion and
When she's done
become an adult and
saving
decide that
the
you're not going
business,
back. These are the consequences.
I'm doing my best, guys.
But are you convicted enough to follow through with what
Yes,
you
look
believe?
at that.
Don't be
Look
afraid. Don't
at
the shadows.
that.
You don't hear enough of us guys talking. And I thought now is a good time to share. As I've been through my journey and I've really made peace with the fact that
Sayikoresheje. Yahanga.
it might not happen in this.
Iri gufasha.
Are there communities that
ikigaragara aho
is it called
nyine urugero bihagarike nayitambitseho
Next Jehovah's Witnesses.
I'm not so sure within the country or if those exist, but online I have seen them. I've seen them share the stories. I mean, on YouTube and such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's maybe like no support group or community or anything like that. Not that you know.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Not that I know of. I think there's a big fear among ex-witnesses that they'll have no choice but to return and they'll be basically dating their wives. You have been here talking.
Blessing. Hi.
And we have to sort of, one day I have to go back because how am I going to live my life without my people, you know? So
That's really brutal to say, yeah, you need to cut off so that use that for them to come back. That's quite manipulative. Let somebody come back to a religion, not because they fear being alone or because they've been abandoned, but because they feel convicted.
So tubona imfuzo
I don't know.
buri gihe uko ngiye kuyambara
Okay,
ukuntu
well,
ayikunda ntabwo
thank you so much,
nabyo
Faraja, for sharing your very powerful
ikintu no mu gihe cyayo
It's the first of its kind that we've had here on So This Is Life.
ugiye ufite gahunda zo kwambara
I'm
headwraps
proud of you.
igitambaro icyo ari cyo cyose njya muri shorts
Risk losing your family so that you can live a life that you choose. I'm also happy to see that you still feel like you want to keep up the faith. You're just trying to figure out where. Because I think of the importance
Twayumvamo hariya.
what a relationship with God is, not a relationship with a religion, not a relationship with a pastor, a relationship with the procedures that happen. Keep up the faith.
ntabwo ndi
Figure
kwibaza
out how to build your connection with
taye turi buze kuzishyiraho mu buhe
to whoever you call God.
usanga tubifotora biryamye ntagihe biraha ikabutura ubundi no ku
I
buriri
don't think you are
turi
right.
iraha ikabutura iraha taye tuyishyire ku
Know that your convictions, either to stay or to leave, you can trust these things, you know.
numvaga nayo byari ishati
Your
y'umweru
inner guidance
ko
is
afite
yes,
akazi
you have to
k'akazi
build the muscle of
nandika karuvati
so God versus what is just maybe something else you
Which-
want to fear.
kuba nifite ishati y'umweru hariya tukaba tuyitereza mu kajipo tukayambika karuvati
I do wish you all the best, and I'm happy to know you.
dushobora no kuyigira no kwambika ishati no boro tukayishyiramo karuvati
nyine
iki ngiki nicyo bari kuvuga twakambika karuvati ubu ati tugira ishati y'umweru
tukacyambikamo hano nyine
tugashyiraho karuvati tukazimenshyoninga nyine ko iyo shati itarimo muri
muri
collection
collection ari ukubereka ukuntu wabisitayiringa
phone and keep up the good work. It's such a
yayiransetsa
empathetic.
Get there, not bad. Fuck you.
They're not bad.
We
They.
If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to this podcast, leave a review, and consider supporting us via our till number or PayPal. All the details are in the show notes of
Supporting
this
us.
episode and on our Instagram page bio at So This Is Love _podcast. Your contribution will help us keep going. If you would like to be a part of this podcast, you can also reach out to us via direct message on our Instagram page. This is Jules. See you next time. Are you done sulking? They're gonna hear a thing or two because I used to be like that where I was so scared of. The views and opinions expressed by guests on So This Is Love are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the official position of the podcast or the interviewer. A trigger warning to our listeners today. This episode contains depictions of abuse, self-harm, and injury. Listener discretion is advised. Hello everybody, this is Jules. Welcome back to So This Is Love. A quick note to our listeners, if you would like to support this podcast, you can do so via our Till number or PayPal. All details are in the description box of this episode. Your contribution is what will keep us going. To my guests, who have so openly shared their stories of healing, reflection, and triumph, thank you for allowing us to grow through your journey. Remember, you can find us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you haven't already, do subscribe as it does help us reach more people. So this is Love, a space where people can relate to one another, learn from one another, and find sense of belonging. Enjoy. Coming up on So This Is Love.
So I was very shocked that he did actually go on, and he did actually in another country, and then I think there was a mixture of like, so why would you let me go and suffer elsewhere in someone else's house while you're doing something? That's it. What is the reason?
Welcome to So This Is Love, a podcast about love, the loss of love, heartbreak, and the meeting of self. We share stories on how the relationships we once had teach us about who we are and define who we become. And maybe through these stories, we can answer that age-old question. Is it better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all? So, this is love. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of So This Is Love. Today I am joined by the very tall but very soft-spoken Jerry. His real name, a rarity here on So This Is Love, and he's here to talk to us about a very, very defining relationship in his life, and defining to anyone's life, I think, I would say, with a man we are calling Liam. Now, Liam is Jerry's dad. Liam is not his real name, and Jerry tells us that this is a very defining relationship in his life for obvious reasons. Of course, first and foremost, that this was or is his father, but it was the nature of the relationship more than anything else that really contributes to who Jerry is today and who he sees himself as a young man today. This is a relationship, he says, in his own words, has affected or spilled and bled into other relationships in his life. More specifically, one romantic relationship that comes to mind where somewhere along that relationship, it occurred to him that, oh, maybe I am the way I am because of this relationship or the unfolding of the relationship between me and my dad. And he also describes his father Liam as a man who was extremely pessimistic, somebody who knocked down his confidence, always talked in the negative, and it totally changed his internal dialogue within himself. You know, he says even pursuing things like his gifts, his talents, making decisions about this and that. It's like he lost hope in so many things, and it all started with this.
Say it to be to
Tough
compare.
that would come out of Liam's mouth, out of his dad's mouth, and it's actually such. It's a shame, but also it's a blessing and a curse that when we are born into this world, we kind of come out as almost with a very small blueprint of who we are, some genetic factors, some things that are inborn, but a lot of it we absorb from our environment. and it contributes to who we are, and it just shows the power you're given as a parent is actually a gift. Anyway, enough of my ranting. Jerry, welcome to the podcast. How do you feel being here today?
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure. I feel good.
So I want you to take us to the beginning. I know a little bit about your story with your dad. You also said that there are other parties that are involved in this narrative that will pivot from this specific relationship. But we start with early days, right? So if you can take me back to the beginning, to your
Kulaza shisi. Oh! Ali say hi. Bite sheri.
who
Akana Chris.
becomes a little boy.
Hi guys.
As he was formulating, what are some like what was he around you? Like what was
Ali say urahari.
like just take us to those, explain to us why you start with why we're talking about Liam and what was happening at that time.
So in my early days, I think what I can look back to, I think is my earliest memory was when we were staying with him at my grandma's place back in France. We were staying with him and my sister. It was just the four of us. We were complete family then. And then my dad would leave and he'd come back.
Okay. Hi Akana Chris.
Next to it was my uncle's house. And then just at the foot of the hill, fences and all that. Stayed with the
oya ikuma suggestion yari indirectinze n'ukuntu twabigenza mu kuko amakosa ndabibwira ngo imeze example yo kureba ifoto turi kundirectinga kuko yaza
Escucha assim. Banco ikabutura igeze umweru n'umukara. Cyane ikara muri buke.
nawe ndi kubona umwana n'umukara nkagira ngo nditabona utabona
the things I used to see she would do, she would sit alone somewhere and
ikabutura itatu wagira ngo nako ijipo cyose ngo ikabutura
Ubeni n'utwubuye bibwiriye ko cyane ikabutura imbere.
nako ntabwo ndatumira amafoto
even I, as a child,
hari y'abamodo bashaka the whole collection on one hand
so I used to enjoy activities with her.
Noneho bibwire ko izo ngizo ziri hejuru arizo dukeneye muri iyo muzayiko iyo ngiyi reka none bishyire kuri hanga apana abantu bayambara.
What are the implications of
Ese ndi ko ndi kubona ibi bintu imyenda abantu bari kuzajya bayambara kuko twaguze ino none. Iriya
she
nyine.
was eating and swallowing it.
And this was a woman who used
abantu se banje wowe
so there was another person
Oy.
who used to
Yeah.
your sister, and then there was your grandmother, no?
Nawe nyine ndi kubwira.
ndimo ndabyumva nyine ariko gupostinga ibi bintu nyine biri obviously AI ntabwo abantu babyizeye
It was your grandmother. Well, this was obviously this does not sound like the city.
Noneho
Somewhere in the
television turi bukore ni iki?
Miss Kenya.
Dukorera ibyo ngibyo ubundi tuze gufotora kuri AI ariko itunganyije kuri map.
kubera
Iri kuri kino kibebe.
3 or 4 years
Kino kibebe.
I do know that I was not in school yet.
Do you remember me?
Sister was in school.
Hi.
So that maybe just
Oh, no, what's that? I do remember you.
so she would continue. So
So how are you?
I didn't know what that meant. The only time she actually
I'm eating guys.
involved me in that, she never gave me the secret.
Hari abantu baba bari hariya babe.
Bakajya bavuga. Bajya banaca.
I guess
Bamunezeza ko ari abantu tuziranye.
maybe only
Turatangira mpaka basoje.
like it was very detailed. I
Ni
don't
ikibazo
like that
Nta kibazo cyaba iki.
but
Shamba.
she
I got no play
was
with
one of our-
with anyone. Because I don't give a shit.
I think soon afterwards
At this point in my life,
it was an accident.
I don't give a shit about it.
That morning when this was happening,
It took me long to
we were
just
in the house in
Top
stuff. So we walked out. There was commotion. People were around. I saw an ambulance there. So she showed me
Abantu ntabwo
my
bizereye
second
AI.
one. There was my dad's house, my uncle's house, and my
Abantu ntabwo
grandma's house. So she
bizereye AI
was
nibyo.
carried from my dad's house. She was foaming at the mouth. She was convulsing, but I don't think she was conscious. So she was carried into the back of the ambulance. The ambulance, I remember, was open. She was being carried back into it. So we were standing side by side with my sister looking at this. And so she was taken to the back of the ambulance and she was gone. And after that was when now my sister and I were taken to our uncle's place. So I guess that's when it was different. It was no longer a stable place to grow up. So we were taken to an uncle's place, to a different home. And so now at my uncle's place was a different kind of abuse on its own. It was on a different plane. It wasn't the same as the things I saw with my dad, but it was there. So, my really anchor, the way you go with someone, something that's familiar to you, and you go with it to an unfamiliar place and it anchors you. That was my sister. And I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm not sure, but I can infer that maybe she was also not taken to a different uncle's house who had daughters. So I stayed with my uncle who had a son. So I guess maybe they wanted us to grow with boys, and for my sister, the girls. So she was taken away. I was not told. One day I just came and found that she was not there because immediately after I went to my uncle's place, I started school. And then I think one evening after school, I came and found that she was no longer home. So now she was gone, and it was now just me and my cousin and my uncle and my aunt. So now it was the four of us in that house. And and physically, my aunt was the one who was very physical with me. But my uncle was, in my earlier years, he was not as physical with me as much. And now he actually never hit me. His words is very, he's one of those people like chime to tell you.
urabona imijyanye n'ubunyobwa n'igitoki gusa.
I'm not saying that you should not be correct.
Kubera iki?
I'm also open to criticism. I'm just saying that it wasn't actually criticism. It was.
It is sweet.
The way someone can just is always on your case. There's always bringing you down, always blaming.
Hey.
That you did not do. So you have to bear the burden.
Atinze kugitera.
Your cousin's mistakes. Sometimes you have to. You've always been told now.
Kenga kuhumuriza.
You need to be better. And things like that. So now. My answer.
Naye nagitetse mvuga ngo imyemezo z'imeza.
I don't remember which year, but there was a time every day
Imeza
she'd
uratunga?
come and she'd find out.
Cyangwa urayirya gusa.
Then she'd tell me now, go get your belt. And then I go bring a belt and then wait.
So
Why not?
you found you will be beaten.
Yes, that's what I mean. So and she alone. And
Niyo nayo nabikunda nayo.
got used to being
Ikora umuceri.
it's my mistake.
No, of course.
So there was something, there was also, I never felt a sense of belonging in that room. And aside from the thing and the eating down, there's also
Ntabwo kirimo
not the small things where you can tell
amakabo
my
wacu.
parents is not welcome here.
Ndavuga ngo birimo patsi.
It's a small thing, but it just shows you that even in the little things you can see.
Nk'imiceri.
So there are pictures in the house, that you can put family photos. And there are none of my photos in that house. So we went to now, there's no
Carbohydrates.
I think there's only one. In fact, that's the only photo of me
Carbohydrates.
anywhere.
Carbs in living goodness. Someone like spawn.
It's a photo of me with
Cyangwa
okay, I was just
kuri
giving
focus kuri nutrition cyane aho twe n'umunyashaka ariko nabwo bifata no kugira ngo leta n'abasaba
So our parents
You too.
let us go to school and then
Yes.
take a photo with them.
You to get on.
They give you the photo. So I think that's the only photo I've seen in my uncle's house of me in
Oh,
any
yeah.
friends anywhere. Yeah.
And how long were you there?
I was there from 4 years old to just recently in
I think we're not really filming your podcast.
Okay.
yeah, that's
No,
right.
I'll be there.
So I'll be there for quite some time. And then there's a time I went to school, high school. Now we'll talk about high school. But before that, I'm just explaining the small things I was talking about. So there's a time I went to high school, and then I came back and found now we have Wi-Fi. Yeah,
Are you-
Wi-Fi was still new when I was growing up.
Nice. I think it's a minimum.
No, my uncle's house is
I see.
You
So
know,
you
this
left
is
and left it
the one I think I was on. No, I'm text yeah.
is this in plot and then you shift to Nairobi. Yes, understood.
No,
So
this
that's
is
how
a
my uncle's house
Nyakaba.
like that. So the Wi-Fi they
Najya
use,
kujya kwishuri saa kumi n'ebyiri yasohoye
they
yagiye.
later on.
cyangwa umuntu atajya gufura smartphone
So the Wi-Fi they use, they do sounds. The first one is all their birth names like dad, mom.
Njye se wabona inama nziza.
I'm seeing that.
Nyina yari
Not
imeshe.
only
Yari imeshe sinayimenya
is
kuko
Wi-Fi name,
aba imeshe.
just including
That's
the name,
that's
but
it.
never that it was not.
How are you
It's
going to
fine, really. It's just, I mean, I never paid mind to it. It's just that
No,
when
so
you
imagine
pointed
idea.
out to me was when I
Mm,
realized,
but only on the
because I
side.
didn't even realize it was.
Agaro yayindi.
Now all the
Yeah.
harimo icyatsi
people have mentioned my dad,
n'umukara wacu
my dad called me or my sister.
Kandi umukara ndabona yawucuye.
So this aunt was telling me, like last time I came to your house and I was asking my brother why are there pictures of Jerry in the house, and she was not giving a safe answer. I don't even remember. what she
ChatGPT
said.
wayise a girl.
That's when I started thinking about it.
Wayise a girl.
Just last year when I was talking to her about this. Yeah. So
Niyo mpamvu nigeze ntekereza ko
I think
ChatGPT
we went there
ari umukobwa.
belonging, and then
why in the world would I be asking a man for help
You can.
if I had a
Don't
choice?
wish.
If I had a
But
choice.
that's the how it.
If I have a choice.
Yes. You had to add that before you said that.
Understanding what was the reason that you went to your uncle's house? Was it because of this person who you thought was your mother who went off in an ambulance? Was that your understanding all through?
So for the time that I was growing up in my uncle's house, I talked about that. None of it was talked about, so I didn't know why I went to stay with them. I had no idea why. Like I said, I didn't tell you like my sister was house, didn't know why I stayed with them.
Baby wanjye mubona.
So when I found the reason,
So you grew up with just this gap of knowledge.
Nungu kazagumana imyaka nk'ijana.
Was it as much as
Naho reka nkubwire wamenya ko ntaramumesa.
that sounds like abusive? Were you happy being
Nayo ntunibaza. Niyo mpamvu nabitinya.
or what was the environment? Was it tense? Was it
Nyuma y'imyaka ine.
what can you describe it as?
Njya nibaza n'impamvu kitarazana nk'ibikoko mo imbere.
I mean, aside from being beaten all the time, and
Imyaka ine kitagezwe we.
And were your cousins also beaten?
yeah,
Okay, so it wasn't like there was a favoritism to that kind of corporal punishment.
no, not really, not as much. Earlier on it wasn't, but later on when I was growing up,
Ndiye kubona telefone
years and
dufata akavideo kiruka
to adulthood now, it's
kwa kubifata wiki zonyine kura ajya kura ajya kura kura.
I think it was not the same.
Urakaza.
It wasn't an issue. So I think I was
Because
not happy. I was fine. Yeah. And the reason why I say that I was fine is because we didn't talk about anything. I assumed that was how
Kwamba
I
ntarusenze
I assumed that
twakostinze
if that's how life
nambaze
is, then so
and your music
and then so throughout my primary school years, that was
Yeah.
until I was
ntabwo
16
nizi
years
kora
old.
ntabwo keyboard ya mani uza amaleta
And
yose
my
akora
cousin,
amenshi nayo
this one
adakora
came a bit later on. And then
nka AC ikora AC ikora S ntikora D
I just
ntikora
got my first
ibintu byinshi kugira ngo bikunde ushobora gukoresha virtual keyboard cyangwa ukabyandika gutya kuri WhatsApp ukabikopira.
I was told this is your father's number. You can communicate with him. So I called him.
urimo n'ibyo uri gukora ariko
And we spoke.
ibyo ukora kwiyandikira n'ibiyakira wowe
kandi wowe ubibona ko ikintu gisigaye ari ugukuraho ibi
I
ngibi
guess it was small.
niyo shati ni ngufi
How I knew it like that.
niyo
And
shati ni ngufi
it went well.
shati ya samaseke ni ngufi birasa n'umukara
Yes, I'd like to
ni
meet
hano
him.
yabihe
Maybe
oya ngaha
this year,
byahindutse
this home. So
ntabwo
I was
bikiri
looking
umukara
for
n'umweru
my father. And then
n'ikara niyo yazanye yacu
fortunately,
nubwo nyine ntabwo iri kugaragaza ubwiza bw'imyenda yacu
at school,
bw'iyi shati n'ikabutura
that was around
iyo samaseke ishati yagize kropu
the high school
icyo
that I went
cyatsi
to.
yashyizeho ikabutura
So that meant I was to stay with him in my high school years.
icyiza ni uko
So
iyi samuseti yayerekana ishati ari ndende
n'ibyo byo
kumva ari byo byawe
those
ukacatinga
4 years. And
abasitari
the first time I was there, it was
ibintu
I
nari
was so
kwandika
excited.
kandi nanone
Like
n'ikindi
that. And
do
you know,
icyatsi yakigize ikabutura
yes, so now I'm finally at
ibyo
my
byose
home.
ndi kuvuga
And
umukara yabigize ikabutura what's wrong with you ngeze ukuntu njya nyibwira nabi
surprised to find that he had
what the fuck
he had
tubwira ngo ndumva ubabaye
household, he had 4 other children. So I was just shocked because I had no idea. And they clearly were not that much younger than me. They were just, the eldest was younger than me by, I think, like 3-4 years, as per my estimation. So I was very shocked that he did actually move on, and he did actually build another family. And then I think there was a mixture of like, so why would you let me go and suffer elsewhere in someone else's house while you're building your own family elsewhere? Okay, I didn't ask you that directly, of course, but I was wondering why what is the reason. But it was fine. In a way, I was still there, and it was okay. It was my first time, so he was helping me
iyi jire y'inuza bayita mu
to
gihe
home and also get admitted to high school. So
vest
that was
just
great.
vest
But now, by the time I was getting to
ikote ryo si vest se
live with him, they
akaje niko vest
kote ni blaze
were bringing at my
Like
uncle's
this.
house. They had already
Vest. no ako kajipo kitaratse
and I was, in fact, I think
skate with ruffles ariko ishobora kwitwa mini skirt
primary school exams KCPE, but now my uncle, he was not
n'utwatsi byaba birenze neza
amused. I don't know if he was upset or angry,
nkuko
but I don't know how to
gusigaye
describe it.
ifite
But
amarimbo uvuga ko ifite
when I was
ruffles
telling him, I remember I had lost. I actually not lost it. I had lent it to someone. It was an encyclopedia. Those encyclopedias with KCSE questions where they have like all the subjects and you just use it for revision, right? And I had lent it to someone, and they had not returned it. And when I was telling him after the fact, now after the exams were gone, and there was no way I would get it back because I didn't have his contact.
se turakomeza dufilimingira abantu hano cyatwahindura kureza kuri iyi chat gpt yawe
It was no longer about
ko duhaye semo
how I did with
background
now.
pictures the first one
Gave out a book, apparently it cost money. Actually, at that time, I had no concept of what. If someone says to you, this costs money, the whole thing, and
utangira uyibwiye ubisubize
I
mu
knew that I
kinyamwuga
should go and threw it across the room, aiming at. Okay, I ducked, but he was aiming at my head, and I was wondering, are we not going to celebrate? And then I realized, actually, this has been going on for so long. This whole, blowing something out of proportion or making me bear the punishment of something as small as a book. Or
umva nituza gushyiraho tuza gushyiraho
there were also times when I was
positi
also
ya
like
mbere iriho ntuza zose
punished for
positi ya kabiri iriho
my cousin had
ntuza ya mbere ya yindi ushobora kurebera icyarimwe seti zose kuri positi n'izindi positi buri positi y'intuza yose hari umuntu udashobora gukarebera kugenda akagere ku ya munani wera
so she said I should produce it where I put it. To be honest, I never touched it
ukora wabitekereje
because there was this habit of my cousins getting things and then I would not get them. And then when I showed interest in them, they had to tell me, now you see, you're a jealous child. You can't let others have my business. Yeah. So every time I
umuriro wawe
want,
umara
it's
bigera
fine.
n'iki
They can have them, it's okay.
So would you get gifts living with your aunt and uncle?
yuzuye
Yeah, they would.
Okay.
They would definitely.
So then what are you saying about this being a jealous child?
They would buy things like watches, everyday things like shoes, clothes, and then yes, I would get gifts, aside like on Christmas or something. But I wouldn't get gifts during the year because now those were results of my cousins. And so when they would get things like that, then I'd show interest, like I'd show interest in my cousin's watch or something. Then I'd be told, but you are a jealous child, why can't you just let me have this? You know? So I just stopped showing interest in that thing. And so by the time he was getting his own Bible, I did not show interest in it because I didn't want it to be an issue. And I don't know how it got lost, but I was blamed for it. And so it became a whole thing. I even had to write a letter to my class teacher and tell him, you know, I came with a Bible here and it got lost. So please, if you've seen it, please give it back to me. And it was so humiliating because now I don't know where the Bible is. I am writing a letter to my whole classroom. It's being read in front of everyone. And then she definitely did hit me. I think she broke her wheel doing that. So I was
Wait, what? Sorry.
she hit me that week until it broke.
No, your auntie.
Yes. Because of that Bible. Then guess what? It turns up later.
nshobotse gute si bigora
After all that punishment and all that, you know, all that drama and humiliation, we just move on as if nothing happened. So I think I was so used to things like that. It was already catching up to me. Because now this is happening, I'm not coping, I'm not dealing with it, so it's adding up. And by the time I was getting to my dad's house, I was spent. So by the time I was getting to his place,
And then you get there and you find now other children
yes, and then
who are, yes, your siblings, but you know, you were finally hoping that you get I guess the connection that you had lacked in this unit where you're with your cousins.
yeah.
Mm.
Yes. So, that, right? So, going to school, I think I was, during my first semester, I was very out of it. I was not paying attention to my studies or to anything. I was actually not putting in any effort in anything. And so my grades were crashing. And now I was not doing well in school. I think now my father, when he saw that, now it was when he revealed himself once more. And I was actually hoping, you know, the way you'd, and I don't think this is healthy, but I was fishing for an encouragement. I was hoping to tell you, oh, I see you're doing well. How can we help? You know, how can we improve this? What's the issue? What is the issue? So it was like a cry for help, but
aho wageze ni kuri Gemini
I also didn't know him yet because when I arrived the next day I was going to school. I didn't see him again for like a month and a half before we had our first
And because you went to boarding school.
yeah.
So you're saying the failing grades, you feel like maybe it was a cry for help.
Yes.
Because you feel like you had the ability to pass.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I did not exert myself. So when I went home for the holidays, have changed.
noneho kumukababane
They have changed already. Now he was now
Very related.
doing so many grades.
wamujyanirwa
He said,
Bro is in their creatives.
you were doing so well in primary school, you came here with A's. Now you bring me, D's. Yeah, he was so mad. Actually, I was so scared of him at that time. But I was not scared of him in the sense that, oh,
ngo ibyabaye wayigize
I wish you
had a way disciplinary purposes and all that. But I wasn't scared that he'd hurt me. I was scared that he'd be disappointed and I'd have failed him. But I came to learn that he was actually still in possession of his younger. I came to learn that later, not because of those grades actually. He was just verbally abusive. He insulted me that time and I think we just moved on from that. You know, when I arrived at the religion for other kids, when I arrived, they were hiding. I could see people like hiding behind the door on either side, to this side, to this side. And I was wondering, what's going on? Are they hiding from me? But they were hiding from our father. He was also very violent with them. And I came to realize that as I stayed with him as time went on, I used to see how he'd speak to them, how he'd hit them and hit. And then eventually now that also I also now experienced aside from the verbal things and the insults and the bringing me down. The first time I experienced was me was in fact I had not done anything. I was so surprised. I was asleep on the couch and then he came and apparently he was trying to wake me up, so he was calling me and calling me and calling me. And I did hear and many people have told me that they really struggle with getting me to wake up because I sleep so heavily and don't hear anything. And I think that was the case. So now the time I'm waking up, the time I'm reading,
ukomeje kuzana ibyo wayibonaga
I can feel my body is tingling. So yeah, apparently he was calling me, and then I was tearing, and then
ibintu ukoze n'ibyo ariko
and then now that's how he woke me up.
nawe
And so I would hear him say, how can I call you and you're not waking up? You're expecting to, you think I have all day.
Zirimo
How can I
amategeko
wake you up? So I
Yes.
didn't know what
Ntabwo
to do
ibyo
at
ukabikora
that time. Yeah, and that was the first time they made a comeback. So there was a time I was studying
seti tuyigire gute
because of my
seti tuyikore gute
I
seti tuyikore gute
studying the whole
abo
day.
kavesi si akagira gato
Kept
kuriya
my room. I was
ko ntabwo
supposed to
karengaho cyane
And then I went for water break.
mbona amajipo
And
ni
then we met
maremare
in the corridors.
n'amajipo ni maremare
As we went, it just hit me so hard.
muyibwire
It cracked my head.
this is the same
And
format
then it bounced back. And then
but
now my step
vest ni ngufiya it's all
what are the ladies doing?
it's a way like a
What
crop
is
top
the reason for?
none iyi ngiyi ni short
And
not
he
long
just said,
kandi
oh,
n'iyi
no.
ngiyi ikabutura igaragara neza ukabikora
Instead of
gutya
studying,
ngo
and I was like, "Hey, what?"
What?
My goodness. He had a lot of anger in him. Yeah, he did. I experienced
so you
one
have to be more very 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 specific
I was really,
Mm.
I think that's now when I was
Ntubyaye yahise nyine kandi n'umukara ugaragara nk'umukara apana uri kubona ko uri kuzana ikintu
because I
cy'ikigina
was wondering, okay,
wenda
now
gupfuyuka
this behavior already broke up your family.
urareka tugomba gupurezentinga zacu neza none se umuntu azatenga ntuze kuza kutubaza ati
Also, I think I had to that time because I was now, this was my first year of high school still.
aho
Because
tubona
now I had come here and
k'umukara urimo akantu kw'inoza
finally
k'ikizina
nibwire iyishyire kuri background y'umweru
it wasn't safer. It was actually it was a different cage. Like you had just moved from one cage to another, so it was not safe anymore. So I think when I learned that, it really now compounded again on my already declining mental health, and now that was when I began to realize
Don't go anywhere. More of So This Is Love after this quick break. Imagine you're a guy. Okay, a guy wouldn't sound like me, so use your imagination here, will you? Let's call you Mato. It's a Sunday afternoon. You just got back home from a work trip. You turn on your phone and immediately your baby sister is calling. Mato, Mato. Her voice is shaking. And the first thing she says is, Mato, I think something was put in my drink last night. Your heart drops. She then tells you that she can feel that something else happened. Something she didn't choose. In the midst of your shock and rage, you know exactly what she's talking about. You know exactly what this could mean. And in that moment, you're not thinking politics or judgment or what the church will say. You're thinking, how do I make sure my sister is safe? Because here in Kenya, these things happen more than we like to admit. Here's the truth. In 2012 alone, over 460,000 abortions happened in Kenya, and more than a quarter of them led to complications because they were unsafe. What surprised me from the data is that 64% of women seeking post-abortion care were married. Yet, when a woman finds herself pregnant in a situation she did not choose or is simply not ready for, the first thing she worries about isn't always her health. It's the shame, the whispers, family. How will people look at her? And the fear is what pushes so many women into unsafe options. Because the stigma is louder than the support. And it's costing us. Ladies and gents, these aren't strangers out there somewhere. These are people in our families, our friendship groups, our workspaces, people we know, people we love. So here's what I think we should do. Let's choose to create safe spaces for the people we love. Let's choose empathy over judgment. Let's choose to listen, to support, to show up. A call for care, compassion, and safety for all of us. Welcome back. You're listening to So This Is Love.
It's really now compounded again on my already declining mental health. And now that was when I began to realize this person herself was not actually just so as a fun activity, but it was already a effect of so myself, like a human. But anyway, I learned that maybe she could not find a way out, so the only way she could was like losing herself, and that was when it actually started to make sense what actually happened. Because I had never thought about it, I had never faced it, I don't grieve that loss yet. But then that's when now I realized, okay, this is the gravity of this situation, and this is what actually happened. She did try to commit suicide because she was confused. And now, I remember asking my dad, what happened to her? Where did she go? And he would, you know, the way you give someone evasive answer so that you think they move on. So he'd tell me, oh, I made up para studies, and he'd laugh at what happened. I was wondering, are you serious? Are you understanding the question I was asking you, Lama? I was trying to wait out because you become a child. But yeah, he never gave me a straight answer. He used to tell me, oh, you know, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. There's no need to talk about people that are not. And yeah, it haunted me. And eventually it did haunt me. I wasn't sleeping well. Now, like coming from a heavy sleep, like someone who was sleeping well, I used to have nightmares.
Was this after the realization of what could have happened? Or you knew when you were a child, after she was taken off in an ambulance?
So this after the realization of what could have happened.
What triggered this memory back to what
Nope. Absolutely no. Nope.
So nobody ever told you that that's what happened. This is just a deduction you were making, and it started to haunt you.
Yes, no one told me about it. No one, even up to today, no one has told me about it either. So, like, I think talking about these things has been really, no one talks about these things in our family, especially the generation of our parents, where they mostly detached from such things. So we never spoke about it. And now that realization that he might have driven her to try and, because I'm not even sure if she actually did die from that ordeal, I guess. But either way, it was a loss that now started to creep back into my life, and this was now, I think that was the first time now I started thinking about, okay, maybe this is the only solution, then why should it not work for me as well? So that was the first time I started having thoughts of self-harming and things like that. Now, I did not start self-harming right away. I used to use, you know, the way Kenyan high schools, Kenyan you know.
Okay, guys, whoever been here for all that time, and thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being here, and I love you guys. But I'm going. I have something to do. Bye. Take care. Rotem.